what I want to do is from development database. Development database, I have many tables, and one of the table is party table. Which table? Development database, party table data, table and data both I want in the 10 a.m. This is yours. I don't have party table. You want to refresh it? Refresh. So development database to this, I want table and data through SSIS. Through, then go to this. How do we do that? Come on guys, how do we do that? View, Solution Explorer, right click, new package, pretty new package, and then go to data flow task. Later, click this. First package creation, drag or drop data flow. Third step, take the required components. What is this? In case you have done a little practice, then my sessions are very easy. If you haven't done any practice, then you feel like complex. Sir is going fast with navigations. That is not problem from my side. If you do a basic practice exercise, package practice exercise, yes, it is a cakewalk. Otherwise, you feel complex. Daily, I cannot repeat the same content, same topic again and again. Same navigation again and again. But still, I'm repeating it with a minimal speed. This is OLEDB source to come to database. This is OLEDB destination to come to database. Please connect both. Click this. Asking me connection manager. Click. Sir, I removed everything. And what is my source? I did not remember. Sir, this is my source. Yesterday I copied in a notepad the server name. Or still you want to check? Go here, connect, database engine, and this is my instance name. Which name? Are you okay? Go to this, click it, new, server name, database name is DevDB. Server name, DevDB database. Press enter. Server name, database name. Click OK. And what it is asking me? Data access mode. Tabular view. Go to this. Which table you want to use? Party. Sir, what are the remaining options? I will tell you at the end of today. So for the time being, server name followed by database name followed by tabular view. Shall I click OK? Destination. Click this. New. Select or enter database name. Go to this. DB10EM. Click enter. Shall I click OK? Later tabular view. Table name or view name. I don't have party table. This is for connection to 10 a.m. and I don't have party table. What to do? Click new. Change here. I clicked new. Now I'm taking a table name, party table, or any table you can take. As I don't have table here, I click this new button and opening me a prompt with a source structure. Simply I changed the name of the table. Click OK. As soon as you click OK, the table will be created in the respective database. In which database? DB10. So after clicking new, changing name, if you click OK, it will take the name. Wonderful. Data won't be loaded till you run the package. Till you run the package. Go to mappings. Shall I click OK? Click it. Development database party. Click it. 10 a.m. party. Okay. Now run it. Package number 4. Right click. Execute. How many records? 3 records. Go to this. No table at all. Right click. Refresh. And if you look at the rows and how many records it has, the same number of records you'll find here. How many records? Is it clear, guys? Wonderful. I will go to the next topic. And this is the one you have in the material. OLEDB source to OLEDB destination. Steps are spoon feeding steps. If you see this. Source, database name, click OK, and your database. See what to do one by one. Change table name. Complete spoon feeding way. Without video, by seeing this, you can practice it. Keep this material safe. Now scenario 4. OLEDB source to raw file. What do you mean by that? Guys, look at this. Look at this. I want OLEDB data into raw file. What is raw file? It is similar to flat file, but data in binary format. Which format? Binary format. So right click, new SIS package, and then go to data flow task. But before you go for it, first you need to take it. Drag or drop, and then double click. What is your source? OLEDB source. Destination. Raw file destination. Click OLEDB source. New. My source is DevDB, development database. And table name, take party table, sufficient. Preview, party table data preview, 1 to 5. Name, location, income, many more available. Okay. Raw file, click it. Asking me, where do you want the file? Browse, documents, raw destination. Go to columns, choose the columns. I want all the columns. So raw file is not having mapping section. All the situations you will find mapping section, but you will not find mapping section in the raw file. Click OK. Pretty good, guys. Raw file and mapping section completed. Now run it. Right click the package. Data rows loaded. Now go to downloads, documents, right click, open with, completed. Shall I close? This is about raw file destination. Which destination? Are you okay? So I explained about raw file destination, raw file operations. Now go to your material and you can see the draw file destination and all. One important point, you please write it, around mark it. This is page number 68 and the page number 68 round mark it and add 1 point here. Page number 68 round mark this and add 1 point. Data loaded at runtime. Shall we? Now what is the next scenario? XML source to ODB destination. Sir, what is XML source? And I told you already, XML, which has user defined content. Remember this point. We only define everything in the XML. System cannot understand the content which you mention. So what we do is, along with the XML file creation, we will create one more called schema definition file. So all XML files require schema definition files as well. So pass XML, pass schema definition file. Then only system will understand and process the XML easily. So this is your XML. And I created this employee table. My feeling is this is employee reference. This is a row with 2 columns, a row with 2 columns. How would system understand that this is table, this is row, row with 2 columns, row with 2 columns? So we need to pass a schema definition one. Sir, I don't know how to create schema. Then very simple. Ask Microsoft to generate it. 98% of schema it can generate easily, but 2% based on some extensive features of yours. But normally what we use XML in the real time, for that it can easily generate schema. Easily generate. Try to have XML file sufficient. Click generate schema, it will generate it. No process. Now, how do you do that? Go to this. I'm not taking every time new package. Existing package I'm using. I don't want this. What is your source? XML source. What is your destination? Table or anything. But from now onwards, I don't want to load to any area. File loading, you know. Table loading, you know. Excel loading, you know. Raw file loading also, you know. But I don't want to load every time into respective areas. What I want to do is dynamically observation. Dynamic. In real time, we do dynamic observation than loading every time into an object. How is it possible? Click XML source. First XML location, browse. Hope you received the input folder part. We have sent yesterday. So go to this file, party XML, open. And schema, I don't know. If you have already, browse it. Otherwise, generate XST. Shall I click save? And then click OK. First step, specify file. Second step, generate XST. Click OK. Now what to do? I don't want to load, I said. So take a dummy transform like data conversion. Keep in between. And right click. Enable data here. Enable data. Yeah. Now run it. Is it showing me the data? Employee ID, whatever the data it has, it is showing me. So this is called a debugging option. Which option? Debugging. So we have debugging called data debugging called data viewer. What do you call this? This data viewer will help you to see the data. This is debugging option. Instead of loading every time to target, go for it. Now go to your material. Here, you please write round market and write it. Right click. How do we take that? Right click, enable data viewer. Enable data viewer. Right click, enable data viewer. Shall we? Good. Now additional scenarios. You try at home, raw file to flat file. Next, move fixed length to variable length. Guys, concentrate for this. I want to move from fixed length to variable length. How do we do this? Guys, okay. Now load CSV file data into a table. Put star mark. How do we take? We need to take flat file source. What do we take? So if you want to process CSV file, take flat file source and specify format as delimited in the general section and column section, column separator as comma, row separator serial. How do you process CSV file? Flat file source, mention these properties, normal only. Shall we? What is the next one? Flat file source. So the basic examples like file to file, file to table, file to Excel, Excel to something, and raw file operation, XML file, all the basic examples I covered. Now we are increasing our complexity, features complexity. So I explained about flat file source, only these properties. Guys, please concentrate. Okay, I don't have any file, no problem. Right click, double click, new. You know about each and every option. File, for example, party source, language and all. When you click Unicode, automatically these will be disabled. Universal code. So this holds any kind of data, any kind of data it will process. This is the most important option. When you work with the Netherlands, when you work with Japanese characters, then we need to enable this Unicode. Normal one not sufficient. I will tell you the point. Wait a minute. Now format, text qualifier, row delimiter, rows to skip, column names, and you know all letter columns, and this is a row separator, and this is column. Now advanced. Hmm. Advanced. So advanced level, you can change the column name, you can change the data type, string to numeric or something you want to change, or you want to change the length, text to qualifier. These are helpful. Even you can add a column, even you can remove a column. What about preview? Just previewing like this. Okay. Shall I click OK? Before click OK, there are a couple of features left. Retain null value from the source as null. What do you mean by this? Come on, guys. For example, your file has null. Your file has null value. You want to continue as null value only in the flow. Then this option is helpful. This option is helpful if you want to process null as null. Now what is the next one? Columns. So what are the columns the file has? It will show you. And what is the next example? Next option? Error. This will show you the list of columns available. Error output. Concentrate, guys. You converted party ID into numeric. In the connection manager advanced tab, you converted party ID into numeric. But you are getting string value. If you get 1, 2, 3, no problem. But you are getting Ramana, Krishna, Ahmad, or Muhammad, something. So this is wrong. The reason you're expecting numeric but got string value. What do you want to do? There are three options. You can fail it, you can ignore it, you can redirect it. How many options we have? Three. You can fail it, you can ignore it. So the Ahmad option, you can fail it, or you can ignore this record, or you can move to error area. Which area? Error area. Total three. So failing in this. So if you error encounter, what do you want to do? If truncation happen, what do you want to do? Truncation also same options. For example, your income column expecting total 7 digits, and after decimal 2 digits, but you are passing 8 digits. How many digits? 8 digits. Then how do you process? How do you process 8 digits? Not possible. It will truncate. System will truncate. In that situation, what do you want to do? You can ignore it. You can redirect it. You can fail it. Understand? So these are the options we have in error output. Simply, if error encounter or truncation happening, what do you want to do? Fail it, ignore it, or redirect into another area. Go to this, go to your material. I'll tell you a couple of points, please. Round mark Unicode, the most important option. Star mark. To process, to process global characters or any kind of data, this is helpful. Example, Chinese, Japanese, and your data has like this, guys. Your data has 1, 2, 3, some cap symbol, some dollar symbol, some like this. This kind of data also you want to process, Unicode is helpful. So tick mark. Shall we? Next. So guys, and these all properties I explained. Now you close the connection, but still you want to modify. You want to modify the data type. You want to modify the name. How do you modify? One is new connection establishment, not recommended. If you want to work with settings of the columns, once the connection manager has been established, then go to the same component, right click, show advanced data. Click it, input output properties, click it, see. This output column level, you can change it. The name, data type, and all the stuff. And don't touch external column. Don't touch external column. So how do you work with column settings once the connection manager has been established? Right click the component, show advanced data. The advanced data, again you're opening it. And go to input output properties, go to output column, whatever you want to do it. Changing name, changing data type, changing length, changing text qualifier, whatever you want to do it. And don't touch external column. Now go to your material, advanced data. So flat file source, right click, show advanced data. Here you write it. Input, output properties, input output properties, and change the settings in the output columns. External column, round mark the external column 1. Yes. So don't touch that. Next one. Fast pass option. I will tell you for the time being ignore. Now go to scenario. So this scenario you should implement at home. The first scenario and wonderful scenario guys. Load correct data to target and wrong data to error target. And wrong data to error target. So correct data to target, wrong data. So I mentioned here an example, you practice it. And what I'm asking is, see guys, this is red link. What kind of link? This is blue link. Without well practice, put 5 stars. Put 5 stars. And this is an error handling example. How come error handling example? You are moving correct data to target, wrong data to error target, correct data to target and wrong data to error target. Shall we? Guys, clear? Good. So flat file source, almost all features and wonderful example I mentioned you practice. Next. OLDB source additional properties, table properties. Go to this previous example. This is your source. Guys, concentrate. Table or view, I said. What about remaining options? This is called static. And this is called dynamic. And this is called static. So static command. And this is static object. This is a dynamic object. What do you mean by dynamic object? Runtime may change at runtime. May change it. This is static command. And this is dynamic. May change it runtime. Shall we? Sir, look at this. Your customer said, Babu, structure may be same, but object may be different at runtime. Object may be different at runtime. Now party table, maybe tomorrow the same as customer table, maybe the other day as employee table. And how do we implement? SSIS, variables, add variable. So table where, something I'm giving. And now put the table name here. Customer, not party table, customer. Or employee, whatever you want to specify. Next, even command. When do we go for command, I will tell you, don't worry. SQL where. String, select star from, or a join query. Select p dot star, comma pa dot star from party p. PA on P dot party ID equal to PA dot party ID. Are you okay? P dot party ID equal to P dot party ID. Now go to your package. Which package? Yeah. Click this. Table or view. My table name is changing every time. So table where. Whatever this variable has the same name, it will take. Now customer. At runtime, while executing, if you pass a different name, the different name it will take and take. Whereas if you go to the first option, it is static. Understand? Now, command. When do we go for command? Assume your table has 30 columns, 30 columns, and 3 crore records. But in the report level, you just want 10 columns and 2 lakh records. 10 columns and 2 lakh. How do you take required data from your table? If you take accidentally like this, in the IS level, again we need to filter it. Destination require few rows, few columns. So IS level, we need to filter it after retrieving it. What is the need of retrieving those many records, those many columns? If you don't want to do that, then go to SQL command, write a command. Either single table, multiple comments, sorry, single table, single query, or a join query, or any query. Even you want to call a procedure, procedure calling also possible. Execute procedure name. So we can write a small query, join query, procedure query, anything. Now creating procedure not possible, only calling. If it is returning something, yes, that statement you can take it there. So that you can get that. Even the command also changing frequently. Then go for command from variable and mention the variable name. See, this is a constant. So variable is for dynamic operation, and without variable is static operation. And command is for which reason? Command is for reducing number of rows and columns. Now come down, I mentioned here, table or view. If we know the table name or view name, table or view variable, if it is if it is changing at runtime, dynamic table or view. Now SQL command takes SQL command. This is very, very important. Select query tables or views. Exit procedures. And this is static. Real time to get required rows and columns from single or multiple tables. It's calling a procedure to get data as input. Are you okay? Next. SQL command from variable. This is for dynamic operation. Which operation? Any questions? See scenario for table name or view name I mentioned very clearly. You please follow that. Now I will go to OLDB destination properties. So this is OLDB destination. Look at the board. Table name or view name. What do you mean by this? If you know the table name or view name, where you need to load. Where you need to load. But this view is modifiable view. This view is modifiable. What do you mean by this? Support, insert, comma, update, and delete operations. The view which support insert, update, delete is called modifiable view. That view only support to load it. That view only support to load it. Put arrow mark and write it. Shall we? Sir, if you know the table name or view name, we can go for it. If you don't know till runtime, go to variable option. And you want to write an SQL command to load the data, like update command or any insert command, you can do it by using SQL command. Which option? Are you okay? And there are two options pending here. What is fast load here? And what about non-fast load? So target loading two ways. One is fast loading and second one non-fast loading. Which loading? Non-fast. We call it as bulk load and normal load. Look at this. Tabular view, fast load. Tabular view, fast load. And this is called as normal load. And this is called as, and what will happen here? Record by record loading. Set of records loading at once. And if you look at this package, guys, please look at the package. Click it. Tabular view, normal, no properties. But when you go to fast load, there are a set of properties. What are those? Very, very important. While loading the table, it is better to lock the table because you're loading more data. Lock it better. And check constraint, primary foreign key constraints verification. And what about keep identity, keep nulls? Source level, some null values are coming. You want to save the time to continue with the same null, tick mark. Source level, some sequence values coming. You want to process the same values rather than generating a target, then go for tick mark. Source sequence, you want to continue. Source null, you want to continue, then tick mark this. Understand? Now, rows per batch. You are loading more data, but how many records you want to take at once? I want to take 10,000 records at once. And what is the commit size? And put always a proper value like 1 lakh or 10 lakh or anything. In my company, I have seen the rows per batch as 5,000 and commit size also 5,000. So 5,000 records you are pulling. China to India, you want to load the data through SSIS. China 5,000 records will come to SSIS server, from there to India. China 5,000 records will come to India server, from there to IS server, from there to India. So immediately it will commit it. Immediately it will. So when you work with fast load option real time, the best 4 options are table lock, checking constraint, rows per batch, commit size. Rows per batch and commit size. Hope you understand what you mean by rows per batch. How many records you want to pull at once? Commit size, after how many records you want to commit it, you want to save it, you want to preserve it, you want to preserve it. And come to this check constraints right here. FK violations, majorly foreign key violations. Next, sir, there is a scenario. Load 1 pro records from a file to table quickly. I want to load data from file to table quickly, 1 pro records. How is it possible? Sir, can you provide options to implement better loading of 50 lakh records? So 50 lakh records I want to load betterly, and for that I'm giving options. How do we do that? Are you? Click it. Put fast load option, table name. What are the options you need to take? Table lock and check constraint. 50 lakh I said, right? So what you need to do is put 10,000 records and 10,000. But 10,000 is very less, so 50,000 put it. 50,000, 50,000 records. Total 50 lakh records you want to load, 50 lakh. So if you mention 50,000, how many breaks it will take? 100 breaks. So 100 times it will pause, save, pause, save, pause, save. And note down these options. Data access mode, fast load, table name is this, and note on these 2 options plus this. And write against to this. Every time 50,000 records load and saving in the database. This is a usage of fast load option. Shall we? You can increase. The problem is there's a chance of losing records. There's a chance of, so please